hiking and trekking. So this special tour operators could be addressed once the product is on the market, once the product is designed. But here is another very interesting target group also for the communities, because they will bring even more benefit to the destination, and they're not in the country right now, or just very small numbers. It's the individual hikers and trekkers. And if you want to attract them, then you need to have information systems, basic information systems in place. And they are a really interesting market, because they would bring more benefit to the destinations and the community. I mean, simply there is no share that stays with the tour operator. But this target group does not compete, I mean, with the target group with the tour operators. I would say it's an add-on. They would, for example, also stay in the destinations if there is facilities or infrastructure where they can go to, and they need visitor centers and visitors information, and they need also guides. And this target group is almost excluded. I mean, there are backpackers in the country now, but this is a really interesting target group to jump on. So I'm almost coming to the end, just to finish with some ideas or suggestions on how to develop the topic or the product of hiking trails, of the product hiking for Armenia, is to create a tailor-made network, a hiking trail network. I mean, now we have loose hiking trails all over Armenia, but what would be great are, carefully chosen trail routes to connect all different types of cultural, natural, historical highlights, which even could end in one broader hiking and trekking network trail for Armenia, to have as a product. And then special thematic trails, this could be also a good alternative. Also, they could be countrywide or crossing regions, like a biodiversity trail to highlight and connect biodiversity sites, or a wine trail connecting the vineyards and panorama terraces, and a spiritual trail, for example. A trail of living cultures would be very interesting. Then a panoramic trail with seasonal components can also highlight the potential and attract tourists and make them stay longer. I mean, you have to create attractions also for the hikers that makes them stay for a longer period and create the interest to discover and have experiences, create experiences instead of single trails. So, practical example, before I come to the end. This is just a practical example from my region. It's called the meditation path, where different cultural and religious sites and also natural monuments, we're all connected. It has a story, and it also has a book. It's guided, it has signposting, and it's an interesting product on the market, and people can do self-guided tours or can go with a guide. So almost last, it's a flagship product. What is a flagship product? It's one product that attracts the target group to the destination, and such a flagship product could be like crossing Armenia Trail, and to have one really strong product, people would be interested. Once they're here, they can discover more opportunities, different product offers. Alpine horse trekking could also be in the future a very interesting alternative that could be easily combined with hiking. Some examples from regions with similar conditions. And now I get to the end. Recommendation is to pilot the concept. First to adapt the concept to local coalition and put it on a national level. Just the key points to have a national structure for the tourism product hiking, and then create a manual and have all stakeholders on board to implement it and start creating a pilot projects in the region, evaluate them, and then implement it on a national level. So, now, finished. Thank you very much.
Շնորհակալություն Բարբարա։ Այսպիսով Բարբարան ներկայացրեց իմ բացման խոսքի ժամանակ նշված կոնսեպտի համառոտ նկարագրությունը։ Այդ փաստաթուղթը GIZ-ի տաղավարում է, կլինի օրվա ընթացքում տեղադրված, կարող եք մոտենալ վերցնել, բայց հիշեք, որ դա դեռ սևագիր տարբերակն է, դա դեռ պետք է լրամշակվի, այսինքն աշխատանքները տարվել են ոլորտի գործընկերներից հետ, նրանք բոլոր այստեղ ներկա են այսօր, բայց հետագա աշխատանքները դեռ պետք է տարվեն, որպեսզի այն դառնա պետության կողմից օրերից մի օր։ Այստեղ են մեր տուրիզմի կոմիտեի ներկայացուցիչները, իրենք էլ կարող են հավաստել, որ դա հետաքրքրությունների շրջանակներում է եւ օրերից մի օր այս աշխատանքը բոլորի կողմից կազմակերպված պետք է դառնա ինչ-որ իրավական հիմք ունեցող մի փաստաթուղթ։ Վաղ կլինի թե երբ չգիտենք, բայց սա է մեր նպատակը այսօր այս տեսակի պրոդուկտը առաջ տանելու համար։ Ես ինչպես կցանկանաք, անցնենք հարց ու պատասխանի, 15 րոպե տրամադրենք հարց ու պատասխանի Բարբարային, թե պանելի մյուս ներկայացուցիչներն էլ իրենց պրեզենտացիաները անեն, հետո վերջում հարց ու պատասխան անենք։ Ինչպես է հարմար։ Վերջում։ Վերջում թողնենք։
Շատ հնարավոր է, որ արդեն մյուս պանելի ներկայացուցիչներն են ուղղակի բանալը։
Շատ լավ։ Շատ լավ։ Ցանկան Մարիցից օգտվելով նաև տեղեկացնել, որ այստեղ դահլիճում են գտնվում Վլադիմիրը, Գևորգը AG-ից, Մեհերը Լորվա մարզի Viking Trail կազմակերպության ներկայացուցիչը, Սիրանուշը Արկենջիոից, որի հետ անցյալ տարի մենք պիլոտային, այսպես ասած, երթուղու վրա permaculture փոքրիկ պրոդուկտի մշակման պրոյեկտ արեցինք, Սիրանուշը այսօր ունի սեսիա, կարող եք այցելել եւ լսել մանրամասներ, եւ ինչպես ասեցի, Լյուբսիմեն եւ Անահիտ են այստեղ տուրիզմի կոմիտեից։ Հարցադրումների ժամանակ կարող եք հաշվի առնել, որ մեր բոլոր գոլեգաներ, ովքեր աշխատել են այս պրոյեկտի վրա, այստեղ են։ Խնդրեմ, անցնենք հաջորդ խոսնակին, Արտակ Կոսյան։ Okay.
All right. I'm going to do this in English so we can keep it short and sweet. Thank you for attending, and thank you to AUA for putting this all together. My name is Ardaq Kosyan. I'm the program manager for Hike Armenia. So let's get into a little bit of a recap about what Hike Armenia is and what it is we're trying to do. All right, a little recap. Some of you might know Hike Armenia as the application. It started as a crowdfunding campaign from One Armenia, and they raised funds and created a fantastic application which would help prospective tourists and locals navigate hiking trails throughout Armenia. In 2017, the Hovnanian Foundation took over Hike Armenia and broadened its horizons and its general purpose. And that's where we are now. A little more on the purpose of Hike Armenia. Our main goal is to promote Armenia as a hiking destination, both locally and internationally. We want to kind of distribute throughout the hiking world that Armenia exists as a destination, and that we want to ensure we put our best foot forward and have the best possible product to ensure that whoever uses it or comes, either locals or international, have the best possible experience. That's a little about that, and so I'll get into more of that as we go on, and all the partners we're working with to ensure that we do provide this experience. So we are currently not officially launched as a platform and as a let's say service, although we are a NGO. We are planning a Hike Armenia Information Center on Vartanan Street in Yerevan, where locals and anyone traveling to Armenia will be able to come in and get advice on where to go, how to navigate throughout Armenia, existing trails, and any other information they might want that we aggregate in a centralized database. So that's our information center. Hopefully that will be coming soon. We should be having the soft launch at the end of the summer, so keep an eye out. All right, so getting into our main purpose, the marketing and visibility. It goes just beyond creating infrastructure in Armenia, which is also a necessity. So our website, the aim is to answer the question, why Armenia? So from a marketing standpoint, there needs to be a clear and concise message that we're sending out to this international community, and that message being the answer to that question. So that goes into marketing, making it appealing, and providing information that otherwise might not exist in certain formats. And then providing people the option to have personalized trips and advice. I mean, we're not a tour agency. We're an NGO. We're a nonprofit.